My name's Scott Keyes. I'm from Think Progress, actually spelled just like you, Mr. Keyes, but pronounced slightly differently. Many of you mentioned and discussed historical race issues, and Mr. Broda specifically had mentioned the 14th Amendment. There's a movement underway, particularly among conservatives, to dismantle a segment of the 14th Amendment of the guarantee of citizenship for those who are born in the United States. And given that this is a historical aspect of it to guarantee citizenship for African American slaves, I'd love to hear the Tea Party expresses views on the subject and if they have a stance on the issue.
We'd like to respond to that.
Bob, I think you had two responses.
Would you think it fair to equate the children of illegal aliens to slaves?
The answer is absolutely not.
I know the media, you're probably not used to having questions asked back of you, but I think that's kind of demeaning to look at it that way. The original intent of the 14th Amendment was to redress slavery. I don't think after, 200 and something, 185, 190 years, we still need that. I think we're one of the few countries in the world that grants citizen status to the children of foreign nationals. I don't understand why we still need something like that today, especially when it is so abused. Where are you from? Have you ever spent any time in Southern California?
I sure have.
Okay, so you know what the issues are there as far as illegal immigration. Okay, I find it funny, a lot of people from northern states who've never experienced what it does to the infrastructure, what it does to schools, what it does to crime, to make comments about being compassionate to illegals and using an argument that the 14th Amendment is something that we need to maintain to be fair to them because it was fair to blacks before. I don't think it's the same thing.
Yes, real quick. Real quick, the beauty of this group is that there is even diversity amongst ourselves. I don't think the 14th Amendment is going away anytime soon. I think they're dealing with a real issue, a real crisis, where not just poor migrants from Mexico or South America come over and have anchor babies, what they call anchor babies, but you have rich folk from around, foreigners from around the world that also make a plan to have a child in the United States so that they can have an anchor baby and gain citizenship. And that's the problem that is a real problem. It's a concrete problem. It is not anti-Hispanic to bring up the reality of that problem, and they're seeking to address it. But it's too difficult to change an amendment or to overturn an amendment. It's only happened one time in our history. And I doubt that the 14th Amendment is going anywhere anytime soon. One last quick point. The same type of racial terror tactics that all of us have been talking about here today that has been visited upon the African American community, the Latino community is next. They saw what happened. Radicals, all right, no offense if you're one of them. But radicals, left-wing radicals, saw what happened in the election in 2004 where some 40%, over 40% of Latinos voted Republican. They know that there are conservative strains within the Latino community, and there is a full frontal attack and effort being made by the same type of racial terrorism that's being visited upon and paranoia that's being visited upon the African American community to pick the Latino community next. And I want to warn the Republican Party and good conservatives and patriots to prevent that from happening.
William, a really quick follow, just